Hey guys, it's Sean, and welcome to my sixth Python video. In this video, I'm going to be going over another data type called Booleans, as well as comparative operators and logical operators. So first, a Boolean. So what is a Boolean, you may ask? So a Boolean is basically a data type that only can come out as two answers, true or false. So let's give an example. Let me create a variable called result. Result equals true. Now notice that when the text did turn to a different color for true, I capitalized. See, if you guys have been watching my previous videos, you guys know that I don't really capitalize things. But for Booleans, you have to capitalize. Because if you don't do capitalization, it's no longer a Boolean value. So you have to capitalize no matter what. So let's do another one. So 1 equals false. As you can see, same with false. If I put lowercase f, it doesn't work. So now these are two Boolean values. If I print these, so 1, you are going to see that I get true and false, which are Boolean values. So I feel like Boolean values are pretty simple to understand. Just true and false values, that's really all there is to it. So now let's get to operators. So we already did talk about operators in the previous video, but this time we're going to be diving a little bit more to comparative operators instead of just operators. Comparative obviously means comparing two numbers or two things. So you see this, I have created a list, and I will show some examples as we go through them. So first one, less than. Less than, pretty easy. Same way as math. Same with greater than, same way as math. So I don't think these two are much of a big issue, so I don't think I need to show examples, but just in case, like a variable called age 15, 15, you can do print. That's after that. Let's do result. Result equals age less than 20. Say that if I print result. True. As you can see, a Boolean value. Now, obviously, it's because you put 15 in for age, and 15 is obviously less than 20, so it comes out as true. But if I put this as 10, 15 is clearly not smaller than 10. So if I put this, false. So this is where Booleans kind of come back. Obviously, we did less than, and then greater than is part of the exact same thing. Now, this thing, equal. This has actually confused me before, because usually when you set things equal to something, you use a double equal sign, like how I just did, like result equals 10. But the double result sign is comparing two things, so like it's checking if one thing is equal to the other. So for example, age equals 15 again. Result equals 15. Print result. True, because 15 is equal to 15. That is 14. It will come as false. I just realized I forgot to compose my variable to this, but essentially same thing. I did 20 for age, false, because 20 is not equal to 15. So that's how this equal works. So just make sure not to get it confused with like the equal for assigning variables, because I got those confused a lot in the beginning. Not equal to, that's also pretty easy. Let's do that. Motion point, true, because 20 is not equal to 15. Change this to 15. False, because 15 is equal to 15. That's pretty simple. These two are basically the exact same thing as the original greater than, just with an equal next to it, which I don't think I have to explain because it works the exact same way. Now, moving on to logical operators. Now, these are just operators, but they are words instead of like symbols, I could say, or characters. Now there's three main ones. and, or, and not. And next time I've written how you would use them and how they work. So let's do age again equals 15. Let's do another variable, because with and or not, you need two things so you can kind of compare them, I guess I should say. So month, let's do 4, because I was born in the 4th month of the year. So let's do result equals age is less than or equal to 20. Let's do and month is greater than 2. Now if I print the result, that is true. Now if you did read this, and is when both operands are true, meaning this first part is true and the second part is true. Only then will it actually print out true. Now if I change one of these, for example, if I did age is less than or equal to 14, then false, because even though this second part is right, the first part is wrong. And means both of them have to be true. So even if one's wrong, then it'll immediately print false since one of them is wrong. Now on opposite of and, or is, if you read this, either. So it doesn't matter if one of them's wrong. As long as one of the two is right, you'll get true. So let's do or. Now if I do or, you'll get true, because even though this age part is wrong, the month part is correct. So now if I did 1 here, then it's false because they're both wrong. Now the not. Not can be sort of confusing. Unlike and or, you don't put not here. You put not at the print area. So basically you put not right before your variable. Like, more parentheses, like that. So basically what the not does, it says it's true if it's false. So meaning it just negates whatever the actual value is. So since we have an or value here, and this part is false, this part is also false, the result is false. But not false means that it's going to take the opposite, and the opposite of false is true. So if you print this, you get true. So to summarize, and when you use and, both operands have to be either true. Both operands have to be true in order to print true. If one of them's wrong, it prints false. With or, either of them can be true, and then it comes out true. Now, and for not, whatever your final result is, put not in front of it and just negates it, takes the opposite of it. That's basically it for today's video. Today I talked about Booleans, comparative operators, and logical operators.